Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience. In today's video, we'll be making this beautiful deep neck gathered bust short flare gown with a flare sleeve. Before we get started, kindly click the subscribe button. If you have done that, let's get into it. I'll be using this crepe fabric for this tutorial. It is 3.5 yards. I've gone ahead to draft my half scale block. I have a detailed video on how to draft the half scale block. I'll put the link on the description box. And this is the back piece, which is my shoulder to half length, that is 16 inches. On the front piece, it is 18 inches because of this 2 inches for bust dart. So when I take in the bust dart, it is going to align with the back piece. On the neckline, I used the standard measurement, which is 3 by 3 inches. Now on this dress, I'll be using 4 inches width, and for the neck depth, I'll be using 12 inches. Using my French curve, I'll go ahead and make a curve this way as shown. On the side seam, I am going to mark my shoulder to underbust measurement, which is 14 inches. I'll come down by 1 inch, that is 15 inches, and I'll make a curve from the 15 inches to the neck depth as shown. My pattern paper is on fold, so I've gone ahead to mark the same measurement on the other side of the pattern paper as shown. To avoid gaping on the neckline, I am going to be adding a neck dart. To do that, I'll mark like the midpoint of the neckline and I'll connect it to the bust pan measurement this way. I'll be using 3/4 inch for my dart, so I'll go down by 3/4 inch and create my dart as shown. This neck dart is going to help pull the neckline together for a better fit. So I'll take in the neck dart and I'll also take in the waist dart and also the bust dart. Starting with the waist dart, I'll go ahead and cut through this dart leg that is close to the folded edge. I'll leave about 1/4 inch. In order to close the waist dart, I'll open up the neck dart. Okay, and I'll close the waist dart and secure it. As you can see, the line is no longer aligned. I'll go ahead and connect back the points as shown and cut. I'll open it up as shown and align the other dart leg, secure it with a tape. That is it for the lower part. I'll keep it aside and I'll close the neck dart and secure it. As you can see, the line is no longer aligned. I'll go ahead and connect back the points and cut it out. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the remaining dart leg and close the bust dart. So this is what we have. I'll be working with just one piece. I'll go ahead and mark the midpoint of the shoulder and connect it to the dart this way and cut through, leaving about 1/4 inch. I'll be using the splash and spread method, so I'll be using another pattern paper as shown. So you can use 4 or 5 inches. This is 4 inches. I'll be using a tape to keep it in place. So I later used 5 inches. I'll go ahead and connect it this way and cut it out. So you can use just this to cut out ×2 on your fabric, but I've gone ahead to cut out another piece just for explanation purpose. Okay, so this is how it came out. This part is going to be gathered to fit the band. I'll cut this lower part ×2 fabric and lining, and I'll add seam allowance on the lower part here and also the cup area, the neck, the side seam and the shoulder. For the back piece, I used the standard measurement, which is 3 by 1 inch. For this dress, I'll be using 2 inches neck depth and the 4 inches for neck width, and I'll make a curve this way and cut it out. I'll cut it out this way on my fabric, and I'll also mark the dart on my fabric and take in the darts. I'll also mark this 1/2 inch to avoid zipper bulge on my fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut out the front piece. I cut out using one piece, I cut out ×2. Added 1/2 inch for seam allowance on the shoulder and the arm side, 1 inch on the side seam and 1/2 inch on the lower part here and also the neckline. Also on the lower part, I added 1/2 inch on the upper and the lower part as shown, and 1 inch on the side seam. So this is how it came out. To finish up the neckline, I've gone ahead to cut out this strip of fabric. It is 1.5 inches. Okay, so I'll be placing the right side of the strip of fabric on the wrong side of the bodice, and also by 1/2 inch turn it over to the right side and fold in 1/2 inch and make a top stitch. For the lower part, these are both pieces for the fabric and the lining. I'll keep it aside. I've gone ahead to cut out the back piece, adding 1 inch for zipper allowance, 1/2 inch on the neckline and the shoulder, the arm side and the lower part, and 1 inch for side seam. So this is what it looks like. Now I am going to mark 1/2 inch. I'll go in by 1/2 inch on the waistline as shown and make a slant line this way and cut it out. This is going to avoid zipper bulge. I'll still be taking in my 1 inch for zipper allowance and take in the dart. I'll also be using this 1.5 inches strip of fabric to finish up the neckline. So on 1/2 inch, turn it over to the right side and make a top stitch. On the front piece, I finish up the neckline as you can see, and I'll be making gathers to fit in the band. To do that, I am going to measure what I have here on the band. This is 12 inches, so I'll be making gathers and I'll ensure it is 12 inches. To make my gathers, I am going to mark about 1 inch here on the neckline and 5 inches on the side. I'll do the same thing here, mark 1 inch and 5 inches on the side. So I'll be making gathers from this 1 inch to the 5 inches. So you can go ahead and make gather stitch, but I'll be using my gather foot. On the back piece, I've gone ahead to finish up the neckline and I've taken in the dart. I'll keep it aside, and for the front piece, I've gone ahead to make my gathers and I ensure they are 24 inches, that is 12 inches each. Now I'll be attaching the band. I'll place the right sides as shown and align the midpoint, pin it down. I'll do the same thing on the other piece and sew by 1/2 inch, and then I'll also align the lining, align the midpoint and pin it down. So the right sides of both bands are facing each other with the bodice at the middle. This is how it is going to come out. I've done that. I've joined by 1/2 inch and trimmed out the excess and ironed properly. Next thing I'm going to do is to join the front and the back pieces. I'll place the right sides together this way, join the shoulder by 1/2 inch and sew by 1 inch on the side seam. Done that, I've joined the side seam and also the shoulder. So the next thing I am going to do is to cut out the flare on the lower part. To do that, I'll measure round the waist. What I have here is 37 inches. I'll divide this 37 inches by 6.28 for a full circle. That will give me 5.8 inches, which is going to be my radius. Using this piece of fabric, I've gone ahead to fold it into two. I'm using 2 yards of fabric. I've gone ahead to fold it into two this way, as you can see. So I have 1 yard on fold. I'll go ahead and fold it again, that is into 4 as shown. these are the folded edges and these are the opened edges. Now, starting from the folded edge, I am going to mark the 5.8 inches round for the radius. After doing that, I'll be taking out the 16 inches for shoulder to half length, placing the 16 inches on the marked line. I'll mark the full length of my gown, which is going to be 40 inches. And I'll measure what I have from this point to the point that I marked. That is 30 inches. I'll mark the 30 inches round as shown. And cut it out. On the waistline, I'll add ½ inch for sewing allowance. This is what it looks like. While folding my fabric into 4, I press it down to keep it in place so I could see the crease line. This is the crease line. So I'll go ahead and cut through the line because of the zipper allowance. And I'll place the right sides together this way. And I'll mark ½ inch on the waistline for the sewing allowance. From the ½ inch, I'll take out the 16 inches for the shoulder to half length and mark where my zipper will stop. That is 22 inches. So from this 22 inches, I am going to sew by 1 inch down to the hem. After sewing by 1 inch, I'll attach the upper part of the dress. I'll align the zipper allowance this way and I'll sew round by ½ inch. As you can see, the upper and the lower parts are aligned, so I'll go ahead and sew round by ½ inch. I've done that. I've joined by ½ inch, and now I am going to attach my zipper. I've done that. I've attached the zipper and I ensured this joint part on the waist are aligned. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my sleeve. I have a detailed video on how to draft a basic sleeve. I'll put the link on the description box. I've gone ahead to join the side seam. So the length here is 13 inches. This is 13.5 inches. I'll be using the ½ inch for sewing allowance. Now I'll measure round the hem of the sleeve to cut out the flare. What I have here is 13 inches. So I'll go ahead and cut out the flare. I'll be using this pattern paper to cut the flare. This is 28 inches by 28 inches. So I'll go ahead and fold it on bias this way. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5 inches. I'll add ½ inch for side seam, that is 7 inches. So I'll look for where I can get 7 inches as shown. And I'll measure from this point to the point that I marked. What I have here is 9 inches. I'll mark the 9 inches round. My total sleeve length is going to be 26 inches. I used 13 inches on the upper parts. Now on the flare, I'll also be using 13 inches. So I'll measure what I have and mark round. And cut it out, adding ½ inch for sewing allowance. So I'll be cutting this out on my fabric and I am going to join this ½ inch for side seam. I've done that. I've gone ahead to join the ½ inch for side seam and I've also hemmed. Now I'll be attaching the upper part of the sleeve. Placing the right sides and aligning the side seams. I'll go ahead and sew round by ½ inch. I've done that. I've attached the flare and this is how it came out. The last thing I am going to do is to attach the sleeve to the dress and hem. I've done that and this is how beautiful it came out. We have come to the end of this tutorial. If this was helpful, kindly give this video a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Bye.